Happy Halloween. You already know what's going on, FANAMALs. How you guys doing? Welcome back to another reaction. Halloween's upon us. I want to do a few Halloween reaction stories, horror stories, weird things, interesting things, different things for Halloween. I got a request by Scarlet Letter, I believe. Scarlet Letter sent me a request to do this video by Cryotic, called Cry Reads Now I Live in a One-Story House. Maybe it's scary, maybe it's not, but we're about to find out and see how scary it is. It has 332,000 views and it's from 2012. It's 9 minutes long, so you already know. Let the Halloween festivities begin. Like I always say, you already know. Oh, don't forget, we got the family here. We got Scully's family. So you already know Uncle Reaper, Beastly, which is Scully's wife, and you guys already know Scully. Hey guys, how you doing? Anyway guys, you already know. Run that shit. I hope it's scary, because we all want to get on scary. Should dim the lights, right?
I now live in a one-story house. There were 2 rules we had to follow.
2 rules.
When we were living on the 2nd floor of the old apartment building.
No whacking off.
First, lock your door at night. And second, be very careful at the top of the stairs. Those were natural rules. Since despite the front door being locked, you had to be really sure of 2 full floors of neighbors to leave the door unlocked, especially during at night. As I understood it, the management of the house used to be really strict about the locked doors thing, and I put up signs all over the place telling people to lock their doors. I heard from the man next door that they sometimes even went around at night and rattle all the doors, making sure they were all locked. But of course, they completely denied being so invasive as that. I had never heard them at it, but I had been known to sleep perfectly content through an earthquake, so that was no indication. As for the stairs, it was just a simple reminder. They were steep and slightly tricky stairs. I heard they even had a couple of deaths from falling down them. It was good to remind people. Nothing wrong with that. Besides, my sister and I were happy there. Leanne had been fortunate enough to get the room directly across from mine, and we were old enough to actually enjoy each other's company, despite the traditional feud that comes between an older brother and his younger sister. To tell the truth, the feud still existed, but had become more of a cheerful rivalry than anything else. We were happy. Just happy. Things weren't perfect. Granted, we were in an area that had constant thunderstorms. The power was as often out as was functional. My room had a continuous smell of strong soap, and although that isn't the worst thing it could smell of, it was a bit tiresome after a while. Leanne's room developed a troublesome lock, and half the time the bolt would click out the moment someone pulled on it. We wanted to move out, sure, but we also wanted to wait until we could each be sure the other could, too. If only we had known. If only there had been even the slightest flicker of menace. But there was none. There was no cold spots, no abnormal shivers when passing over a certain area, no strange noises but for the occasional rattling of the knobs in the night. Nothing. Not until that night. I awoke in the middle of the night simply out of thirst. I first tried my sink, obviously, but the power was out, so the pump wasn't running. Annoying, but the landlords kept the tank full at the top of the stairs. Exactly for this purpose. Really, I should have thought to fill up my own jug whenever there was a storm warning. But however many times I thought of it, I never quite managed to go through with it. I went out to the landing, torch in hand, halfway to the tank at the top of the stairs. I tried to click it on and found it was dead, but that mattered little. There was an ambient light, and the lighting frequently flashed through the skylights with which the architect had a love affair when designing the building. I got to the tank and began filling my bottle, when out of the corner of my eye, I glimpsed movement halfway down the staircase. As I looked, there was nothing. though it was that kind of nothing that happens when you're staring at the object you're looking for. That sense of it being right in front of you, if only you could see it. Then, by the flash of the lightning, I saw what was really there. It was crawling.
Crawling?
Too.
What?
As it had no legs that it could see. It was like a torso, cut off right at the hips, reaching out with both hands and pulling up the stairs one slow, painful step at a time. Black tatters, shrouded, I suppose, because clothes wouldn't fit right on that thing. It was shrouded in the black tatters, and where they failed to cover, blank space showed. Not black, and definitely not white, but rather a simple absence that I still cannot think of without my stomach rising in protest. This space was not empty, as the vacuum beyond our planet is, but rather it was less than empty. It was hungry. It sucked in. It was the opposite of all that was material and physical. Then, the lightning flash faded, but I could still somehow perceive its shape, continuing up the stairs. Even as I turned to run,
I'm running.
Another flash lit the room, and as though it had sensed my intent to flee, it lifted its head, and... I'm sorry, but I cannot. I will never set to word, neither spoken nor written, my full description of its face, for lack of a better word. It was simply all that a face should not be, and since this time, there had been no sight so horrible, so fearsome, so terrifying, that has impressed itself upon me in the least. For how could it compare? That is the one triumph, I suppose, that I bring from that night. Out of all its horror, I shall never again be cowed by the sight of evil, for the worst done by man is but the palest reflection of the visage that faced me then. I ran. What else could I do? I ran to my room as fast as I could, and began fumbling with my keys, all the while becoming aware of a faint, slithery drag thump, coming from the stairway.
Here, Scully, help me.
How far up had it been? Halfway? 2/3? How many steps did it have left? Finally, I forced my key into the lock, yanked the door open, dove in, locked it again, and collapsed, the adrenaline suddenly gone. I had no time for introspection. However, as I suddenly realized that I could still hear the thing, now up on the landing. It was still crawling. I could hear the hand-over-hand slither of it as it came straight to my door. The handle moved. It rattled for a moment, and then went still. Even as I started to let myself relax, I heard the door of the next room over rattle.
My sister.
But it, too, was locked. I heard it go down to the end of the hall, rattling each door in turn, testing the locks. I sat and prayed that none of the other tenants had left their doors unlocked, leaving themselves open to their terror.
Getting goosebumps.
Then, as it had come back and was almost across the hall from me again, I thought, Leanne, please. No. Its slithering movement was clearly across from me. I listened, hoping, praying for a rattle. The lock clicked, and the door creaked. I couldn't help it. I grabbed the useless flashlight as a club and threw the door open. At the same time, there was a clatter and an all-too-familiar scream from the direction of the staircase. I ran toward it, other tenants opening their doors and peering out, working torches lighting the hallway. There was yet some glimmer of hope in me, some faint wish that if I got there fast enough, she would be all right. But no. There, at the bottom, crumpled like a broken toy, the marks of hands fast fading from her ankles.
Oh my.
was Leanne.
Leanne died. The end. Yo! That was a cool story. that was cool. Poor Leanne didn't lock her door. I don't know how that creature got it, because the guy apparently I don't know how Leanne didn't get away. The creature had no legs. Apparently, he was cut off from the torso. He was crawling up the stairs. What happened to Leanne, man? Leanne, what happened, girl? You can't run away from a body with no legs. You have legs. You're being chased by a body with no legs. So how did you not get away? I don't know, bro. You didn't lock your door, Leanne. Leanne, you need to lock your door. Everybody out there watching, you must lock your doors, because you never know when that crazy neighbor or that ex-boyfriend or that stalker that wants you, that will come to you. He knows where you live. He knows what you're doing. He knows where you're going. He knows where you work. He knows what time you come home. He knows when you're taking a shower. He knows when you go to bed at night. And he's watching, or she's watching you, peeping through the window of your apartment or your house. Yes, peeping, watching you get undressed and dressed. And it's when you go to sleep, he will open that window possibly and crawl in there and come into your bed and give you the dick. You already know. Anyway, man, Cry reads, chaotic. I now live in a one-story house. Was interesting, but wasn't that scary, but it was good to listen to something different type of reaction, not always the same old crap. So you already know. Next time I'm going to try to play out the video if I can. I tried playing out at the end. I should have started playing out in the beginning. Didn't think of it until the middle, whatever. Anyway, guys, you already know Halloween's coming up. Gonna do a special video, a special live stream on Halloween, guys. I might make a separate video, I don't know. But a special live stream, 12-hour stream on Saturday, Halloween, Manamal with makeup, face paint. I'm gonna face paint my face, Scully. I'm gonna face paint my face a skull to be part of the Scully family. So you already know. Let me know what kind of face paint you want me to do, because I'm gonna do a skull, but I don't know if I should do a full face skull, a half face skull, like from here to here, like up to here and down, or a face skull where I look at like I'm peeling my face off and you see a skull underneath, like, so it's like gonna be like half like that. Like this will be my normal skin and this will be a skeleton. Like I'll do half my eye, maybe full my eye here and the mouth with the mouth wide, or or so full or half. It could be half skeleton, half normal. So let me know what kind of face paint I should do: full, half bottom, half the peeling, or just half and half real and half a skeleton. Let me know, guys. I'm doing it this Saturday night, whenever, a 12-hour stream for me from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. So I'm going to try to leave the makeup on as much as possible or long as possible. And that's it. That's going to be my Halloween special 12-hour stream on Saturday. You already know. Don't forget to join me. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to leave a comment. Please leave a comment. And please leave a thumbs up so I know that you guys are enjoying the videos. If you're not, whatever. Deuces in peace. Watch your back, follow dream, pursue your goals. It's Halloween. Watch that candy you eat. You never know when that crazy person will drop a fucking razor in your fucking apple. See you next video. You gotta eat a donut.
Nick, come to the dinner table. You must eat your donut at the dinner table.